Fear and greed run through the wire. Candles climb and then expire. Our edges cut from deep profile, sharp and clean by every buyer. He conquers the markets, he turns water into wine. His timing flows where chaos turns divine. Cut sharp enough to time the sign. Yeah, this man's no common trader. He commands the market's numbers. We call him Chef Bailey. The market bends beneath his flame. Fear and greed run through the wire. Candles climb and then expire. Our edges cut from deep profile, sharp and clean by every buyer. Markets move, they twist and swing. Every tick can burn or blink. Ryan keeps calm, he trusts his thing. The charts tell him everything. But when T1 makes ding, 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 the futures spread their hidden wing. And he is ready for anything. Vic's still looking like a restless king. Fear and greed run through the wire. Candles climb and then expire. Our edges cut from deep profile, sharp and clean by every buyer. Fear and greed run through the wire. Candles climb and then expire. Our edges cut from deep profile, sharp and clean by every buyer. Fear and greed run through the wire. Candles climb and then expire. Our edges cut from deep profile, sharp and clean by every buyer.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, beautiful people. So, guys, how are we? Had a great webinar last night. Thanks, everyone, for attending. Just to let you guys know, for some reason, half the people that were in there last night, you guys are not getting my emails. They all bounced, and they all came back to me. So more than likely, I'll be sending those replay links and everything. That's why I was late this morning. I sent it out yesterday, then I sent it out this morning. It still didn't go. Quite a few list of people in this room who I know get my emails for some reason. Now you're not getting it. So whatever, we'll figure it out. Figure it out after this. So keep a look on your email later this afternoon. So let me go ahead and pull this up. All right. So guys, amazing day. So far, so good. As you guys know, yesterday when we were in the stream, I was talking about how this looked like a giant bear flag and how it more than likely will break loose for either one direction or the other. We're obviously way down here, so we got that nice little bear flag break. No, to answer your question, Tiffany, the Edge brief email is not working yet. I hope to get it fixed today at 1 o'clock. Believe it or not, the creator of OpenClaw reached out to me. This is my second time in their elevated, we want to call it support team. And so that Sempi or whatever his name is, I can't remember him, and two other major creators of that, reached out to me. And so they're actually going to meet me at 1 o'clock, which would be pretty cool. So I'll have that fixed for next week for you guys. I'm also lacking those levels. So I figured Robert would like to hear that. He's not in here. Guys, welcome Ross. He's the newest member of the team. I know Ross personally. Ross has worked in the trading industry many, many years. Ross will probably be helping us out here at some point in time. So he's here to kind of get an eye on what you guys are doing this morning. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's just talk about it as we're getting closer and closer to the bell here. So like I said, guys, this looked like a giant bear flag yesterday. We were unable to gain above the 28. We kept smacking our heads. Of course, as you guys know, for the post-market breakdown, we smacked our head on this area 4 times yesterday. This was in the plan. I talked about they can't gain 26, 28. After 4 attempts, that leaves us extraordinarily weak. And then underneath 99, which is our big pivot yesterday, I talked about how we would come down. Well, guess what? We certainly did come down. We came down hard with force. Now, yesterday, we didn't get quite in a powerful move down, but it certainly led to today as well as we continue to bleed off. It is my impression here that we're going to make new lows underneath 74, 78 as we continue to move down. We have lost on the daily time, we have not lost on the daily time frame yet, but it certainly seems like it's coming. We're down on the 4 hour, we're down on the 1 hour. We have every reason to believe that we'll get some rotation today, which we're already getting as we're down 91 points. But, with that being said, I do think money can be made in both directions. We'll talk about basically the areas that I'm looking at here shortly after we get into, what we're looking at here. So, at the end of the day, right now I've been kind of leaning to the short side, as you guys know, even though our process has been pointing us up all day yesterday. That's all I was interested in shorts. We're starting to get an idea that this market is cracking because they can't get above certain areas. And so Dow goes Frazier, right? A lot of geopolitical shit on the headlines. So it's certainly helping this downside move. And, we have been moving sideways for quite some time, guys. I want to just talk about this. I said this yesterday in the stream. This is a weekly chart. We've been moving sideways for, if you count these, if you omit these two, because there's only a week apart, 1, 2, 3, 4, for 5 weeks, we've been in the same area distributing. And the fact that they can't gain, the longer we base out, the bigger the move. So we've been moving sideways for quite some time. And so it doesn't surprise me that we could, really see an outsized move. And it might even be today. We'll see. So far, we're down 88 points at the time of this writing and still peeling off a little bit here. So let's go ahead and take a look at this TPO. As you guys know from the trade plan, we've talked about this quite a few times. I use this weekly TPO as our big guide. Even seeing the trade plan below 2650 was bearish. Well, guess what? We're below 2650 because it's not just the 2650 that's the key here. It's also, that's obviously the previous weekly value area low, but we also have this major daily here, guys, that we have struggled to get back above and below the 75, 25 or 24, 25 level. Being below this is inherently bearish, like big time. We knew that being below the 55 was bearish. We knew that being below the 99 was bearish. We just keep walking it down, right? So yesterday was 99 and then 55, and then now we're below 24. We're all the way down here. Now we're kind of flirting with those 7. If they close the day under 07, we've lost on the daily time frame. So we'll see what happens where we close at. The only untested daily I have for a buy, which I am certainly looking at, is the 74.6350. That is the sweep underneath our leg low over here on the 4 hour time frame. It's very clean. It's very defined. We have a put wall at 74.58. We want to see it play this area and get back above 68 with confidence. And then we'll go ahead and initiate a long and taking profits at every single one of these dailies on the way up. And it would be great if they could squeeze us back up to 55. Now, in terms of where we sit now, all these gray lines, these are dailies that are tested. I'm not using these as levels to play. I'm only using them to understand what we're above and what we're below for simple momentum context. Okay. As you can see, the one is in red here. This is the 75.24. This is our big daily. We've talked about this for a week or two. This is also the previous weekly buy area low at 26, a call wall here at 28 or 29, whatever that says. This is our big momentum shift pivot for the day, as you can see from the trade plan title. If we push below this, we're going to continue to stay suppressed, period. If we move above this area, we get back in last week's range. We can come into this resistance here that I have from 75.44 to 75.59. Okay, we got this untested resistance area that is more than likely going to get a massive reaction if we squeeze higher. However, just being above 75.24 does give us quite a bit of relief to the upside, and these would be more than likely huge targets. Now, we've got the gamma flip level is continuing to roll down, guys. Remember yesterday we were all the way up here at 15. We started at 60 or 50. We've rolled down to 15 yesterday. Now we're all the way down to 75.65. They're continuing to roll these hedges down as they are continuing to put massive pressure. The dealers are putting massive pressure on the indices as they've continued to basically make an options wall and pressure to the downside. So it's pretty obvious what's happening here. We can just simply look at the options players and say, hey, listen, they're rolling this gamma flip level down. They are squeezing this market lower. But also that shouldn't, the fact that we're in negative gamma territory, we're down almost 100 points this morning, also leads me to believe that if we sweep and we hold this daily, we could get some nice relief. Now, that relief will be temporary more than likely, and so we'll look for a long, and then we'll look for the short, whatever. Try to get your 1 or 2 trade this morning and get the hell out of here, because we do, Trump's probably looking at the market right now and saying, damn, it's down 100 points. Let me come up with a good tweet, right? So we got to be very careful about that. I mean, this guy loves to flash, right? So anyways, above this area here, 75.55, we do have this daily here at 73. This is going to be our big major spot here. Let me just go ahead and put this here. All right, so above this area, we do have some resistance, but this is the big major leg here, 75.96. This area should be very familiar to you guys at this point. We've talked about this level for days and weeks, whatever. One of the most beautiful parts about it is, especially if we sweep the low, I want to show you guys something sexy that I noticed. Not only do we have an untested 4-hour here at 96, we have an untested daily, and of course we have the weekly to lean on at 99, which is tested at this point in the value area high. But we know that inherently below this, we're bearish. Do you guys see what I see here? I see a head and shoulder. All right, so we sweep this low, play this daily. If we can come back here, this is a big, huge spot for a smack. Will it get back there? I don't know. I'm just pointing it out to you. Right now, we're pretty far away from this level, but we certainly don't want to take that for granted. Okay, so keep an eye on that if we push above here, but nothing like that happens unless we get above this zone and ultimately 25. So not to get ahead of ourselves, right? And so obviously this is going to be the first buy down here in the reclaim and to let all that jazz happen. Now I do want to show you this. What do you guys see underneath this daily? Not shit. Nothing. You hear me? Nothing. All the way down. I do think we can sweep this 12 area, 10 area, play 05 and reclaim and come back to here. I do think that's possible, but at the end of the day, we have no untested support until we come all the way down to 73.38 or whatever, which is far as hell from here. So just know that underneath this daily, it's a free fall, okay? And that same thing applies for SPX. Looks like the market just opened, whatever. SPX underneath this is super bearish. We do have this last 1 hour level down here that could potentially play for a pop. We need to get back above the weekly and kind of get some mojo. As you guys also see, VIX is cruising. We're above our 1841 midpoint pivot. We have all this stuff is tested, guys. We have nothing untested till way up here if they want to really flush this thing. VIX has given us no resistance to smack from. But we do have an amazing level of support. Once again, at 1744 to 1719, this has been a huge level for us to mark for above or below. This will provide support if we come into it. I guarantee it. It's played underneath multiple times, including yesterday, and so there's no reason to assume it won't play if we come back down here. But obviously, we got to get back below 1841 before that happens. So we will see what happened here, guys. We are super bearish. I mean, now this is untested, right? I'm just going to go ahead and call this. This is untested. You guys know for a long time I said below this, it's fucking over. And then obviously below 7,500, this thing is, whew, look out. We've talked about underneath 7,500. She's a duster. Look how much lower we open below here. Incredible stuff. So that's what I got for you guys. It is what it is, right? So, we're down in here. We're going to play this. We got this last little 1 hour. Let me pull this over for you so you can see what I'm talking about. We got this last little 1 hour down here, which I don't love, but hey, maybe it'll play. I don't know. And then other than that, my first buy is down here. It's pretty clear that we're suppressed under 25. I think that's pretty apparent. And then above that, we'll come up in here and we'll start challenging some of this. I think the best long of the day is probably this sweep and reclaim if it's going to play. I have no idea if it's going to play, right? It should, but I have no idea, right? So we're just going to have to watch for the reclaim and the acceptance, and then you'll see me getting in. We'll walk through it. So that's it for the day. Rob, what do you got for me? Anything? That sounds about right for Rob. All right, cool. Thank you, Rob, for your participation. And yeah, same old shit, right? All right, so we got an amazing crew here this morning. We've got a lot of people on Free Alpha Friday today. As you guys know, we're streaming across all the socials. So welcome everybody who's joining us. We have a sick crew right now on Substack and X and YouTube. So welcome everybody. Good morning. You guys are getting a little sneak peek of what we do at the Inner Circle. We've got a full crew in here today. Check out our stream. We're looking good this morning. Can't even fit them all on one screen, and they're still piling in. So as the day comes along, we'll get a lot more members in here, have some good times. Let's light up that scoreboard and make it a solid Friday. My recommendation to you guys, let's make some money early and get the hell out of here. So kind of do that number, right? So check this out, just from a daily perspective. This was that big FOMC close. We're back testing it right now. Only reason I'm not short is because this is out of process for me. Even though it's playing it on the daily time frame, I need to touch on the 4 hours, so I'm just going to patiently wait for something in the process and go from there. So I'll let you know when we get that candle change. But for right now, my first true, long area is down here as long as we reclaim this low. So we'll wait and see what happens. Go ahead and just throw it here. Something like that. Okay. Let me get myself set up here to stop talking and try to make some money. A second here. I've already missed out on the open short, so give me a moment. We are buried down here in SPX, which is not a surprise. Simply being above double O's, as you got, or below double O's that we called yesterday. I'd love to see it play, which it did, but below that, I kept saying it's fucking over, and then man, they opened up low. So pretty crazy stuff. Let's see what we got. Let's get my people up here. David, what's up, David Nichols on Substack? Oh, what up, Bryce? Come on down. See you on the stream, son. All right, let's see what we got here. Is my copier working? I think so. I'm going to find out real soon. I think it's a pretty clean looking setup, guys, from the 4 hour time frame. It's untested daily. She's going to hold, get us back above these lows. Should give us a nice little pop. Should, quote unquote, should. Don't know if it will. Obviously, VIX is screaming to the upside right now with no true untested resistance. So it's hitting this next significant area here, but it is very much tested. So we'll see what happens. One of the things I do like, as you guys know, on SPX, just in terms of getting a reaction, we do have this untested 1 hour level down here on SPX at 74.25. We want to see this play and get back above 74.31. If this thing's going to get some mojo, that looks like it's going to align with our daily pretty closely. So let's go ahead and keep an eye on that. A sweep of this weekly low would be pretty stinking nice, in my opinion. It's not only a weekly low, it's a big daily low. And yeah, so let's see what's up. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that and put this. Doesn't even look like Rob made it in this morning. All right. You guys make sure you give Rob plenty of shit when you see his part-time and ask. All right. Man, that 25 kept there, 24 kept the lid on everything. As I was writing the plan, we were right here, and I'm like, man, do you want to get short? I'm like, just focus on the plan. I go ahead and focus on the plan, go walk my dog, come back, and I'm like, holy shit, that was a pretty nice trade. Francisco, good morning. Thanks for all your help. I really appreciate it. People love your song, bro. Everybody knows. Everybody just let you know Francisco is the author, creator of the theme song that we play in the beginning. Everybody says they love that song. That is the man. So if you didn't know, that is no AI. That is written by my man Francisco. Written, wrote, sung all the whole 9 yards. It's pretty cool. So okay, fair enough. Oh, you didn't know that, Billy? Yeah, he was working on it for a while. Francisco's a musician. He's fantastic. He's extremely talented. I swear the guy sounds like the guy from Queen. What's his name? I can't remember his name right now. My brain is frosted over. Yeah, Freddie Mercury. That's it. Yep. Yeah, he sounds a lot like Freddie. Brittany. Yeah, I can easily get you guys confused. It happens quite often. So. I'm like, God, is that Britney, bitch? I can't quite tell. Yeah, it was a huge indication to me this morning, guys, when I saw them roll that call wall down, which is or the game of flip level down into basically where my major resistance is at. I was like, oh shit, this is over with. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm after too, Bill, down here. Oh, you said 63. 63. 74. 63. Yeah, me too. Yep. Same spot. That's where I'm looking at too. Yep. I'm not in the short, unfortunately, so we'll catch the long. That was 50 points from here this morning. It's fucking crazy. SPX is getting a little baby smack there from our significant daily at 1942. I don't know if it's going to do anything for us, but we shall see. You go ahead and hunt over here for some levels. Give me a moment, guys. Hunt and peck for some resistance here. Kind of like that. Kind of like this area here. See, look at this weekly plan again in SPX. It's tested, but it is very significant, guys. This is right here, as you can see, kind of a big boy. I know. The 7,600 short. Wouldn't that be nice? Yesterday, that's literally I was short 99 yesterday, Bill, and only took it down to, I don't know, 50 points or something like that yesterday. I know. I got a new hire here I've been training, and so I've been focusing on getting her squared away while she's here for the week. She leaves today, I think. So I've kind of put trading for me personally, other than with you guys, on the back burner until I get her right. But I'll be back at it. Man, a great play of that weekly. She's playing super clean. It's not what I expected for SPX. I was really hoping we come play this and get in here first, but we'll see what happens. I'm really going to watch this 97/01 spot for a reaction here, and the 50-day moving average is here as well. I kind of like this. Other than that, we do have an untested 1 hour that I would absolutely take a poke at. 75.1825. It's our current leg down from what was just made on this move. This will get a reaction. May not be a big one. May only take us back to 07, but I'll still take 11 points. So, that's the thoughts there. Obviously, we're getting a little reaction from the 92 daily right now. I got the little put wall putting in some work. So we'll see. Again, I didn't want to, even though these are momentum triggers for me, I didn't want to short this level. It's out of process, but it did play nicely. Oh, look what the cat dragged in. Hello, Rob.
Hola.
I just told everybody to give that part-timer some fucking shit when he shows up.
That was. I guess my computer rebooted at like 1 a.m. this morning, so I've been like frantically trying to get everything back up and
Yeah.
get it in.
I had some issues last night too with some email stuff. That's why I was late this morning trying to get everything set up. It's always something,
Yeah, and things that like so locked and loaded yesterday now like work weird. So you're like, okay, how do we fix this?
Yeah, it's constant back and forth of playing with my emotions. Let's get out here. This is a beautiful spot that we just smacked up. I mean, you could see really just from this area here. We had this daily at 92. You can see the reactions from the bottom side and the top side. We literally just rolled off of that. Again, it wasn't in process for me, so I didn't take the short, even though I think all of this, any pop is essentially shortable until we get into this daily and really below this low at 68. I'm just hoping for a little bit higher so we can get into something that was actually per my process. But, it is what it is. It's a great test. So, Rob, we got this one last daily down here at 74.63. I mean, you already know, I think we and I talked, I think this market's fucking cooked.
Yeah.
And
I think staying below the 74.92 is huge.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And really below the
That's
25.
To me,
That's your level. That's your biggie. That's fair. I'll go for that.
And now we're in between those two dailies, and yeah.
Yeah, I think we got a sweep possible coming up, and then they'll may do a little bit of a retrace of the overnight move. But other than that, I mean, I don't no straight lines except when we're coming down. It seems like, but you know how it is.
Yeah, my gap close data is like really low. If you look back over 6 months, it's only happened 5% of the time, and if you look back over 5 years, it's happened like 30% of the time. So it is possible, but it's just
it's don't look for it to happen. Yeah.
Now don't do the Rob trade and fade yesterday's low.
Well, let me ask you this: is this data that you're giving us, right now? Is this based off of SPX or ES or EQ? What is it?
It's based off of ES. When any time we've had a 50-point gap.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. That was the filter. Yeah, the 50-point was the filter. Okay. That's good to know. Well, they're certainly holding us weekly down here on SPX for now. And that 1942 on VIX is getting a little love too. I'm surprised. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised. It's important. It's significant. So a head bump is warranted, but I'm not sure if it's going to do the damn thing. My mom just texted me. She's already trying to plan my weekend. She's like, so you want to come down here and help me with something?
Does it involve yard work?
It involves something similar, yes. Trade evade is down, huh? No bueno. I haven't taken a trade yet, but I will let you know if mine's down. I have funded next for using Trader Bait. I think that's all they have. So, damn, Intel's down significantly from its all-time high. It's underneath $100 now. It's at $90.
All the semis are down.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Exactly.
I mean, that whole thing was ridiculous. Let's be honest. I mean, it was absolutely berserk. So, guys, just wanted to, this is going to be our true midpoint pivot for the day. We're going to keep a real close eye on this. It's pretty clear we're down. I like Rob's concept here, this 92 area as well. You talking about down here, Bryce? Yeah, I'll take that on a reclaim all day, all day long. But we haven't reclaimed yet, so I'll take it. That's the only buy I want to take. I don't have another buy after that. It's over with. That is
My real hope was we were going to sweep that daily loan.
I know. That was my only buy.
That was the only buy.
I am a little surprised that this tested weekly on SPX is propping us up, but I guess I shouldn't be. So
yeah, all we had to do was hit 47, 69.
It's all you have to do. It's only five. It's only 5 more points.
Did you do it?
Well, 81 was the last 1 hour support that I, as you guys know, was not a fan of. It's in the plan, but we talked about it. I always list it regardless, but it is playing fairly decent. Took a little bleed through, about 4 points, but she's playing anyway. Now, these areas here, guys, I was looking to potentially short these spots, but I still have not candle changed. I am still waiting for a candle change. Now, we do have one 1 hour spot that could be played on the 30-minute, which is very viable here at 99.50. So we can keep an eye on that. That might play. We do have, it's right in between these big 4 hour areas and the 50-day moving average. So we'll see. We'll see if it gets any love. I'm certainly not scared to smack it, even though, I don't love 1 hour levels, but I will take them on continuation lower. So we'll see what happens. One thing I want to remind people, which is why I was really looking for the sweep, whenever we get oversold like this, either the market does one of two things. We just blast every level and they sell off like crazy, which is clearly not happening yet, right? Or we go down, like we basically go down a little bit more and then we squeeze hard, right? And come back to some resistance. So right now it seems like this is controlled selling. Really nothing, there's no runaway. There's not a runaway train here. So we'll see what happens. And look at VIX getting a little smack off that 1942. Awful pretty. Let's see what happens here. They play this 89 and get back below, or 99 and maybe get back below 97, ultimately 92.50. We might have something here. If not, we're going to squeeze higher. VIX certainly is giving the appearance that it's possible. I'm going to probably start a little short here in a minute if it starts to look weak. All right, I'm going to start this short, see what happens. Just got to be careful. The flash, boys. I got PTSD from the other day, so half Helen Keller mode. Uh-oh. Are you blind or are you hard of hearing? All right, that's not it. I'm out of that for a minute. Oh, I was muted. Okay. Well, this weekly on SPX is surprisingly playing amazing, considering it was tested, but that's okay. Getting a nice little lift here. Look at that daily getting a nice little peel back. It's a great confluence. I know we can see SPX just fine and clear, but here's what the 30-minute cash session chart looks like. They came down and played this lowest little bullshit down here, almost perfectly to the tick. Held the leg in low. Now let's see what happens. Unbelievable stuff. Talk about grasping at straws. What a great smack from Dix up there. Unbelievable smack. There you go. Above 1841, we push into the 1941 daily. Well, it's 1942. I said it wrong. But it's significant and could potentially get a reaction. There you go. Surprise, surprise. So this is the backside of the leg end to the current high right here. This is a very big daily. It is very tested. It was tested just recently, but it is very important. Looks like SPX is trying to push its way up to this this arena up here, but we'll see what happens. If this thing fails here, I'll probably take a short. If not, we wait for this area up here. If they hold these lows and pump all day, that'd be crazy. I don't think that's the case, but that would be pretty wild.
Yeah, that would be pretty wild.
And VIX is getting knocked. Let's see what happens here at the 1841. I don't anticipate this getting a reaction, but it's certainly possible. Wow. I'm gonna send you this, Rob. It's made me laugh. You know that thing I've been tracking, that 6 a.m. opening price? Just hit it with 89% probability
Oh, wow.
at
Okay.
08. I'm really just throwing this out there because I know you're balls deep in the statistics work. So thinking this may be something you could take a look at in the rest of your
Yeah, I'm going to put it in there.
yeah, and just see how legit it is from right now I'm eyeballing shit. You know what I mean? So you'll get a much better feel for how legitimate that is. It's quite the squeeze up here. Considering other than looking at the SPX level, I couldn't tell you what ES played. A 30-minute fucking deal. I'm gonna go ahead and just set a resting order up here. They might blast me, but I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you guys what I'm doing. It's okay. I just took one little minor loss down there. I'm down like $100, no big deal. We'll make it up. All I need is a couple points. I'm gonna go ahead and just assume that this level here is gonna play. And again, it's a 1 hour. You guys know I'm not super keen on 1 hours, but it kind of aligns with this daily and this 4 hour here that is super duper important for us on SPX. It is the true move that we lost, the most recent move to the low. So I do think it can get a reaction. So we'll see. And we're under 24, right? So just leaning. And again, I don't know if it'll get smoked, probably. I'm not really putting a lot of size on there either, so. If we could get a really high quality trade, I'd like to put some super duper size on, but haven't had one of those in my opinion since, well, the other day when we set the record. What was that, Tuesday? See if we can do anything here. Be nice. Nope. All right. I guess we're going to squeeze higher. Unbelievable. Wow. I'm a little surprised, I won't lie. What a pump, indeed. Off of what? On ES, we know what we played on SPX, obviously, which is, we're going to respect that. But unbelievable pump. Look at this. Tell me that. I mean, that was clearly tested. Are we going to pump all the way until VIX plays our 17 area? That would be insane. I told you, after these sell-offs, they usually fucking pump them back up, but I would love to have had an in-process trade to make it happen. Coming up on the backside of this 24 area again. Big ass spot. And this is significant resistance, untested resistance on SPX here. This might get a reaction here. And I'm just basing this on SPX. Shit, the long's based on SPX, right? So why not the resistance as well? Let's see what this thing's doing. I know VIX is certainly still coming down. Look at this thing. I wish that weekly was untested. I would have loved to have jumped on board with this. So this is our big spot right now, guys. We talked about how below this is, look at it, even says bad below. If not, if they reclaim this, we've got a lot of air. It takes us back into the 7,500. So we'll see. I know I did not say process as long. I said the daily time frame hasn't lost, but the 1 hour and 4 hour down, so we can have moves in both directions. I haven't been looking for a long. I haven't, but you know, I assumed we get rotations in both directions, but good Lord. This is quite the pump. Yeah, that was yesterday. Yeah. No, yesterday we were short under 99, but the process said long. Yeah, the process said long yesterday, but I was still bearish for many reasons. That was yesterday. Yeah, fill on SPX. That would be crazy. This is going to be the area that determines it right here. If SPX rolls here, it's over. If not, we're going to clean up this air. Let's see. Unbelievable push. How you like that, Rob? They're bucking the statistics here, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
This is quite something. And SPX was so clean. VIX was so clean, but I didn't have anything. I mean, we had that 1 hour down there, 81, but I wasn't about to buy that shit. See if they give it. That was the previous weekly value area low that we've talked about multiple times. Simply being underneath that is bearish. We even talked about that this morning in the outlook here. Let's see if it does anything for us. Nope, not yet. I mean, they hold above 25. We're going to squeeze higher. Crazy. I'm like hunting and pecking around trying to figure out what I missed. I didn't miss anything. I didn't miss anything. It's all correct. It's really just that SPX spot. I mean, we would never buy a 30-minute on ES. That's crazy talk. And expect it to produce, 50, 60 points. Yeah, right. Look at this thing. This thing's going to come all the way down into our fucking support before we get a turn. Unbelievable. welcome to Fridays. Well, Rob, I guess you could have been right in saying that above or below 92, the moment they got above it, they pretty much took off on you.
They took off. Yeah,
It was kind
I
of,
didn't have a standing order there to get long, so
it was kind of a little, that was like the support shoulder, you know what I'm saying? They rejected off of it twice, got back above it.
yeah, no, I don't think the shoulder's there. I mean, it was just I was 5 points lower was my like.
Oh, I agree. I was ready to buy the shit out of this. You know how they like to take people's lunch money. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what this looks like, Bryce, for real. Oh my God, it's so funny. Five points away from the sweep, Rob. That was a dirty trick. I don't remember what that's from. Is that Chappelle or something? Oh, in Living Color? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, Living Color.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Love that
I think
show.
that was
Weigh-in, one of the weigh-ins.
I think he was handyman or something because he was handicapped. This handicapped superhero.
He's the nice one of the Wayans brothers. Well, I'm not going to bullshit you guys. This pump caught me off guard. I didn't expect this. So, we're not doing anything with it. I did take a little loss right here on this short, but it's like whatever. Guess we're going higher. It's crazy. Here's from a cash session perspective. Kind of get the idea here. Where it's pretty much wide open here. Certainly not going to buy it, but looks like you could. VIX obviously, well, it doesn't obviously, but we said wouldn't it be crazy if it came all the way down to 1744? That was way up here. Look at that thing come. Wild. Oh. What a pump. My gracious. Every summer's slow, Bryce, but we've actually had more volatility this summer than normal. But it's not even August yet, so summers suck, dude. I think we've been pretty blessed to get the volatility that we've had. Hey, be good, Bryce. Take care of yourself. You had a great week, bro. I'll see you later. We'll talk soon. Nice tap of that 20-day moving average. See if we can get back below this damn daily down here. We can slip back below 24. This might present us an opportunity here. We'll see. SPX is still very much above the daily 4 hours, so we'll see. Yep, probably for the best indeed. C to Z, be good. Looks like Trade Debate's handicapping some people, huh? It's weird. It's working for me. Yeah, Copier's pushing it just fine. U2G, there you go. Strange. And that's it. What a funky market. Man, all that was tough. Yeah, this is crazy. I mean, look at this weekly, guys. Look at that beautiful test. And tested here. 3 times now. This is the 3rd time it's been tested. I didn't expect it to do that. Sellers are trying so hard too. Look at this size going on up here. I'm not the only crazy one. Look at this fucking squeeze, Rob. God damn. Okay, Rob, so that statistic you had is trash. No, I'm just kidding.
It's not there yet, but it is getting there, man. It had 5% over 6 months and 30% over.
Now, you talking about a true gap?
Or 5 years.
Are you talking about a true gap or just the low here?
Just the low.
Okay. So they're only 9 points away.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, I'm astonished as well.
I had like a high being like 24 or something, 75, 24. So once it got above that, I'm like, okay, I guess it's close to gap time.
Yeah, me too. I didn't expect it to get back above that right until after we swept the low. I did expect to get above it today, but only after we played 63.
Yeah.
So if this 44 is going to play up here, we want to see it get back below 41 first. Of course, we do have some other stuff higher, but that's the first one. And we got this daily up here, 60, 59.50. Oh. Got super close to that daily on SPX, didn't it? Super close. Not quite touched it though. Didn't quite get it. And then we got this one too. I'd be lying to you if I tell you I wasn't disappointed, Rob. I had every intention of buying this thing after that sweep. That's why I went for a walk. My dog's like, I'm not worried about the short. We'll catch the banger squeeze.
Yeah.
Can't even give a brother a squeeze. Can't a brother get a squeeze?
Good safety hands.
Let's see that daily. It's pretty close on SPX. See what happens. They didn't quite fill the gap though. They didn't quite touch the daily, but they got close. We'll see. There's some big seller activity going on here, but what I would have preferred to see was big buyer activity stall. Let's see. Rob, would you tell the market to make it go in full squeeze mode?
Exactly. This is just
It's wild.
holy cow.
I know. Look at the 5-minute candles.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy.
It's full squeeze mode.
The NQ's basically had a 500-point move, and buyers are still reloading. So it's pretty crazy.
It is pretty crazy. If we slow grind to yesterday's POC, that would just be crazy. All the way to 99 to that would be insane. It'd be another 70 points from here. I'm not saying it's not possible, but damn, that's a pretty aggressive call. It's 125 points from our low. Yeah, Broken Dream. One of my favorites. Really watching this daily 4-hour area here on SPX big time. It provided us the low to the tick. So the real question is will it also provide the high for us? This area is massive. Somewhere in here. Wait, what? Sellers? They're out there? I'm really waiting for us to get back underneath this daily. We'll see. I did take a little short up here trying to get back to this 24 area, but I didn't want to talk about it because it's only SPX. We never really touched it, so I may not even get it. I really want to look at this area in confluence with the S, but who knows? There's the IB. Officially set that now. I go break even on this. Either it gets my 10-point target or it doesn't. They're going to finally give it to me. I'm just basing it all off of this. It's clearly nothing in ES, just like the lows was nothing in ES either. There you go. What, did it bounce off the IB low? I mean, we just set the IB low just now. The IB just got itself figured out 2 minutes ago. Oh, okay. Yeah, it bounced off the low of the day, Tim. Yeah, that's what happened. The real question is will 18 play or are we going to stay under 24, remain suppressed with SPX rolling us down? If we can stay underneath this 24, I might reinitiate a short. If we can't, then we can't.
Oh no, we do have that single print at 75.15.
Oh, thank you. We still got 25 minutes on the 1 hour candle change. Now SPX is back above this area. We got to watch for that being support. Just to show everybody, we've been talking about being in balance for a while. Look, we're still inside last week. We never popped last week's high, and we just missed last week's low. We are still in last week's range. It's what hell feels like.
It's not a dog surrounded by a bunch of flames.
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's not a dog surrounded by flames. It's a multi-week balance. That is the worst. So you gotta wonder above 24. Does it start? Do they go higher and fill your little gap now, Rob, or are they going to come down and get that single print? They're not playing. I mean, they're playing a 30-minute again over here. It's not into.
Well,
that's what they're playing. It's completely ass.
It's I was thinking about that daily at 24.25 that it might be kind of holding it up
for sure, absolutely. It's the previous weekly value area low as well. So much patience. So much. So how's everything going over there for you, Rob? I haven't talked to you much this week.
Oh my god, no, I'm just like scrambling to fix things. It's just some weird shit broke on this reboot that I wasn't planning on.
Always fun.
It's breaking things I didn't know were possible, so kind of like trying to figure that out.
How does one figure out the impossible? Very carefully, I think that's the answer. Very carefully. What an interesting quinky today. See if they play these trapped and go up, or if we're going to finally roll. There you go. Brian must have caught the long. Nice work, Brian. Oh, I'm glad you like that. SPX definitely gave us the cue, but I didn't jump in it. Nice work. This guy's going to give it up or what? Holding this area like crazy. You can clearly see why it's important. I mean, look at this. This is the spot. That's why I kept saying under 25, this shit's a duster. And it was duster this morning. Pre-market. Man, I want this thing to give it up in the worst way. So we got 13 minutes to the 1 hour close. If they close above 18, we could get a little downside move for real, for real. This is going to be some support here. 18.25. It's also the spot on SPX. We'll see if they hold this. If they don't hold it, it can come down. Look at that play. Might be the ride to IB High. We'll see. I mean, we're flirting with this massive spot, both SPX and ES. This is our midpoint pivot, you guys, straight from the plan. 25, 24, or 75, 24. This is it. This is everything. We're either gonna push above it and go fill that gap, or we're going to come down. It's like, what the fuck? I'm going to start a short here if this thing. Actually, we'll see. We got 9 minutes to the 1 hour close. If we can close below this 18, you guys, this thing will probably come all the way down. That 68 sweep would still be good. I agree. I'm going to start a little one right here. If we break this, I'll add into it a little bit. And my risk isn't out of control. VWAP? Think we can make it to VWAP? I'm trying.
Yeah. And I'm in the VWAP camp.
I'm trying. We'll see. Back above this daily, I lose my conviction. So it's a weird place for SPX to bounce. I mean, VIX to bounce. The VWAP camp, that was basically your 15 pretty much, Rob. They missed it by a block, it looks like.
Yeah.
A good indicator for us would be this 1 hour close. It's still got 7 minutes though. If it can close underneath 18, we'll come down pretty good, I think.
Yeah. Remember, we do have that VWAP also lines up with that single print, so that's what I was thinking.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's good to know. Yeah, it sucks, Tim. But they're holding underneath this 24 for now. So we have a hell of a buying tail on this too, that reactionary squeeze. You guys know how I feel about these. Why can't they come clean this up? I think they can. It's crazy because I was flirting with this short all the way up here because of SPX, as you guys know. It's got to break 18. Come on. Break 18.25. Get down there to the VWAPs. Come on. Without it, we're fucked on the short side. Still holding this 18.25 like a champ. In process, too, by the way. This is a legit touch at this level. I don't love it. The 1 hour hasn't even closed yet. But it's playing. Look at that. All right, well, fuck you guys. This is that spot I was saying in
That's the spot, you're right.
God damn it. Fuck. I'm out of this. Have to make me pissed off. Come on, you gonna go now, you little punk? What do you mean the low tick is the daily leg? On NQ. You mean the where they touch that at the lows? VC showing. Vici. It's Vicians or something. Yeah. It's a good play on words. I like it. Finally. After they shook me out of my fucking size. I had a much better average going into this. That I can promise you. I got out on that last pop up, but we'll see what happens here. I got out and got back in, Sco. I figured I was wrong. Of course, we're not there yet, you know. Got 30 seconds till the 1 hour closes. Down here. Yeah, it looks like a little bit from a structure perspective, but we're not gaining. I'm watching this 1 hour right now. There it is. There's the close. We're under 18. Finally give me this stupid ass target. I just added again underneath that 1 hour close. They back tested this 1 hour on the 30-minute just now. So we'll see. Who knows if it'll work. Frustrating ass shit today. Oh, I see a put wall that I didn't front run. Gotta take Rao's put wall. I think we learned that yesterday. It's the low of the morning. We still got this big ass tail, you guys. You gonna come get it all today or what? The open's all the way down here. There's still excess under the open. We haven't clipped an IB high yet either, or an IB low. But we did hit the overnight low. So are we pointed down? Guess that's up for you guys to decide. They squeezed the shit out of everybody this morning, so. So this is what I was talking about, guys. You see, we had this. Let me take this off. This is that 1 hour that I thought would play as resistance. They popped all the way up. Obviously, as you know, I was monitoring this daily over here. But the fact that they squeezed all the way up here, way the fuck up here, and they came down, they couldn't close higher than this. That's why I started adding in that. That's why you see my averages basically below the 1 hour. I was here, got wicked out, whatever, I was too tight. And then once we had that close underneath the 1 hour, I just said, fuck it, give it a whirl, see what happens. Your feed keeps dropping now. That's terrible. On Discord or? All right, so here's why this is a profit target here, guys. This is 07. The reason it's a profit target, it is the leg to the high. It is the leg up to this. So you gotta be crazy not to take some profits here. Next profit target taker is 92, which is exactly why you see my target down there. So we'll see. We have quite the selling tail on this thing, or the buying tail. I have reason to believe we'll come clean this up yet. Still got time. It's only 11. I could be wrong. Shit, I didn't see that squeeze coming. I'm going to use the little girl's room. We'll be right back. Oh. Yes, go. I'm also trying to scrape back too. I got squeezed a couple times this morning. Andrew Chin, what's up? It's all right. It happens. If this goes the way I think it's going to go, we'll be straight. So we'll see. Obviously, this 07 is a monster. It even provided a reaction last night on the way down, as you can see. Kind of held. Yeah, no. They can't ever make it easy, you know that. Some days we get a free ride. Not all the time. That might have been an ad there on that little pop. Let's see. '07 certainly holding up quite nicely, isn't it? Good Lord. Nice retest on SPX. Yeah, most of the easy rides are in the morning. You're right. That was a nice test, you guys. I was able to add 2 contracts up here. Try to take one here, taking the other one at the 50-day moving average. My stop for those is right here, so I only had a 1.5 stop. Just got to get some continuation there. And it may not be worth it. They may get me for whatever. It's worth the poke if it's going to go. I like the retest on both the 18 and honestly the SPX level. I'm a little impatient here. I might actually take that. Look at that, it didn't trigger. That's strange. Why didn't that trigger? That was the weirdest shit. Did you guys see that? Wow. Huh. I don't know what that's about. Dude, you see that? It wouldn't even fill me.
Yeah.
That was
Sure do, yeah.
fucking bullshit. I mean, even if it gets the target, still, it's not the point, right? It's like I drove my market order up there and it didn't fill. Right? Exactly. How did they know? Wow, that's crazy. I hate it when stuff like that happens. I feel like it's a bad omen. Yeah, I'm streaming across all the platforms. That's how they know they're watching. They're like, don't let him have it. He's trying to dig himself out of a hole. I'm gonna drag this one up now. This is a different order. Let's see if it works. Look at that. It's not fucking working. What is going on here? There, it took that one. That was crazy. Wow. Okay. You know, as if this job wasn't already hard enough, you know? Let's just fuck with people's data feeds. Let's. Right. So look, we still have a pretty excessive buying tail, guys. I really believe we could at least come to the open, if not lower. I really truly believe that. I mean, I've been short all day. I got squeezed hard. You guys know I kept telling you I kept taking little pokes, little stops, but they added up. So hopefully we bust this area and then we can come down and test this open and even lower. We still haven't busted the IB yet. They could still get the IB high. They could, quote unquote, could. But we're under 24. Let's get underneath those 7. Underneath those 7 will take us right down to 92. Even though we have this 1 hour here, guys, I did take that profit on the daily 1 hour area. This did not gain. I do not expect this to play, but you never know, right? I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller, but my process says that this should not play. It could get a reaction, but I don't think it's going to do anything because they had a chance to come up. They couldn't close higher than the previous 1 hour. And so why would this play? Right? That's kind of how I look at it. But I took profits right here anyway, as you guys know, because of that 07 daily area, whatever. So we'll see. SPX has been a hell of a lead lately, hasn't it? It had the low, basically had the high. ES did not have the low, didn't have the high. What a fucking mess. I don't want to do this, but I honestly probably need to reduce one more. I thought we would flush by now. Got me a little nervous here. Which one do I want to get rid of? Let's just take that one. It didn't do it again. Unbelievable. Wow. Guys, my orders aren't filling. My orders are not filling. I just tried to take another one right there and I couldn't do it.
I was reading that just on Twitter, people are having trouble with their sim account fills for profit counts.
I am not getting filled at all.
Yeah. One person was showing that they had 15 points of slippage, which just seems aggressive.
I literally tried to take one right there and it wouldn't give it to me, dude. That was terribly disappointed. At the Lowe's, I'm like, I'm gonna take one more, and I dragged this one all the way from the Lowe's up, and it just sat there. What the fuck? Right? That's some serious slippage. I mean, something's clearly going on. That's the third time I've tried to drag an order up to get filled, and it just sits there. People in Lucid Discord go crazy. They're going crazy in there. This is some horse shit. Like, trading's hard to sell. And then you go to Vegas.
Is on here? Is Aggie anywhere close by?
No, Aggie's not anywhere close by. Yeah. I guess I'll just sit in here and I'll get filled or I won't. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I hate to say that, but God, it's disappointing. They are playing that 1 hour though. Look, it's getting a little reaction. I don't know if it's going to hold it with the 07 there, but that's why we took profits there. I tried to take a third one. They wouldn't let me. They're going to force me to hodl, probably hodl myself right into a loss. It's time for you to make that call, Rob. We need that Trump tweet for the downside.
Oh, he won't do it to the downside. Look.
Did you see that? Well, you saw that thing I sent you that he's now charging to get millisecond speed so that you can get his tweets faster than everybody else.
That's right. I think Tim is going to be an early adopter.
That's very plausible. Yeah, I couldn't believe it when I saw that. I'm like, this guy right here.
Who
Trump
wouldn't want to pay for sub-microsecond truth?
Yes, social truth posts, real-time millisecond access to Trump posts. This guy's turned his presidency into a business model.
Hey, you can't say that because people like me who would have said that a few months ago, we would have been accused of having Trump derangement. So
Well, I mean,
it's just expected behavior.
I still think that you have that, but that doesn't mean that doesn't mean that he's not turning.
Despite all the prognostication coming true, still just you're crazy.
You want that feed on an IV, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We'd have to get some sort of computer that could execute fast enough. I mean, you know, these hedge funds,
Yeah.
Their shit's lightning.
I'll switch all my coding into optimizing Ethernet packet speed.
We appreciate your effort.
Good God.
These guys have, co-located servers. They've drilled holes through mountains so that they can save 100 milliseconds or something.
No, I've been impressed by the guys who seriously taking out like hot pulses off of like Ethernet car drivers. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's, you said your buddy was doing that, right?
Just the incredible amount of like, let me just wring this out as hard as you can. It's just crazy. learning to program in 4, which is like basically a low-level assembly language to make things faster.
Look at you and your low-level assembly language.
Assembly, yeah.
Let's see if this
Just
works.
coding ones and zeros.
Look at that. Look at that. I moved my buy order up. Look at this. I am not getting filled. I'm taking a picture of this. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, take a picture of that.
I might as well move it back now. I can't even fucking get out of this, you guys. I'm literally in this. I'm in it to win it. Like, I know.
I know this could sound dumb, but can you check your copier, make sure everything is actually on and traded? Because I'm wondering if
My copier's working great. Everything's on. Every account's going, but it's following the leader, and the leader won't get out.
the leader won't escape.
Now, I mean, I could hit the market button, but that's not what I want to do, right? Like, I just wanted to trim and then protect myself. You know what I'm saying?
I think you're doing it all exactly right. It's just crazy.
It is crazy. I hope they send us an email later that says, hey, we're going to fucking fix all this for you guys because this was just ridiculous. And that 1 hour is playing absolutely flawless. I didn't think it would play this well. I was hoping we'd get a little reaction and then they'd smack. I was hoping that was the reaction right there, but we're still getting more love. It looks like SPX is trying to curl up too. We're finding ourselves some resistance here in VIX. I hope this isn't it. I mean, I know we still have this big ass tail down here. I still think this is possible. Just, you know, again, like I've always said, in what order or what sequence does this all happen? Usually happens after they stop me out and then they go. Yeah, my last order that's not filling. Yep. I mean, dude, I should be able to drag up any market order I want and get filled. I guess I should have just hit the market button, but I'm astonished.
That is ridiculous.
I think I had a little paralysis right there. I had a little, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it was well within where it should have fired.
yeah, it's ridiculous. And now I'm red. Awesome. If disappointment was a video game, they just scored high points with me. I guess I should see if I could even hit market and get out. Look at VIX getting nailed now. Here's our big spot on SPX again. Longs all day. There you go. Nice job, Tiff. Okay, MGC. I'm glad your shit was working today, Tiffany. I couldn't even. She saw I can't even get a fill. I mean, that just cost me huge, guys. I still have my full size on because I reloaded up here, right here. I was trying to trim all up in here. Unfucking believable. Well, the stop works. I can hit market and get out. Unbelievable. This was quite the 1 hour play here. I didn't see that coming. I would never have bought that without that closing higher like that. Never, ever in a million years. Here's our big 25 again. Pop it and go higher or what? I am dumbfounded with today. That order thing has me bit sideways right now. I feel like we had data problems last Friday too. Didn't they flash everybody and nothing worked and all that stuff? Yeah. Yep. Wow. The old Trump derangement syndrome. Well, they're staying underneath our midpoint pivot for now. I don't know if it's going to continue. I still think they can clean up this tail. I'm a firm believer that that's possible. So we'll see. It's a nice retest of 24. Let's see if we can get back down through this area here. If not, then whatever. Or if they just hold VWAP and pop back up. I'll go down with this ship. It feels like it, bro. I'm with you. And it certainly feels like they were trying to take us out. I'm very disappointed in the data today. It cost me a lot of money. A lot. I don't even, that's not cool at all. You know, Rob, our IB is not that big. I feel like they should grab this at some point. One of them.
Yeah.
It's not that big.
It's not crazy.
No. And there they go. They play VWAP. They're catching a bid. Tiffany wins with the long side buys today. When in doubt, buy, buy, buy. certainly looks like good looking support right here with this shoulder. Looks like we're going to keep pushing back higher. It's crazy. Well, they foiled my plans again. Those darn bulls. And I would have got them too if it wasn't for those pesky bulls. And that midpoint pivot at 24.25 is giving them hell. But VIX is not helping us out on the short side at all. That's for sure. You got to ask yourself, like when these prop firms have these data firm issues, I wonder, are they the ones that have to, like when they roll everybody's stuff back, do you think the data feed provider like chips in for that? Or do you think it's all on the prop firm? Because the prop firm, I don't think has anything to do with the data feed. I mean, it's all about whether you're using Rhythmic or Trade-Evade, like they don't control the feed. Just curious if you think they take the blunt of the, they clearly get the customer service reports. Nobody's contacting Rhythmic or Trade-Evade. Yeah, you're probably right. Maybe Fridays are not the day to be trading 20 accounts. Seems like we always have data issues on Fridays. Overload, system overload. Twenty-five is holding like a wreck. 24. What are you doing this weekend, Rob? You got any kid stuff planned?
My daughter wants to go rock climbing, so we'll probably do that. And then I'm just gonna post stuff, trying to finish.
Rock climbing sounds cool.
Yeah, we've got a couple really cool, actually, indoor gyms here to go rock climbing.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Aggie is going to leave for Chicago here in about an hour, and so I will be footloose for the weekend. Kind of excited about it. Tim asked, where do you climb at, Rob?
Yeah. I was gonna put a picture in there.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Wow, you really climbed. I could never do anything that good when I was like lead climbing. You got like this gym here. It's so hot here that it's nice to just pull plastic indoors, and they've got a couple really good walls, things like that. But they have a whole bouldering room. My daughter likes to go hang out.
Is she a big rock climber?
I used to climb a fair bit, but it's one of those things. It's one of those activities that if you're not consistent at it, it's like anything. Like you tend to lose it pretty quick. I used to have like a hangboard in my office and things like that. To try to like.
It takes a massive amount of upper body strength, doesn't it?
You know, not as much as you might think. It's about technique and your foot placement and how to use your legs and yeah.
So what you're saying is it's not all about your size. It's more about your technique.
Yeah, it's all about technique. Yeah, exactly. Like in the '90s, there was this trend, especially like French climbing circles, where these guys would like refuse to walk long distances to get to their climbing routes because they didn't want to build up any leg muscles, so they could stay as light and thin, as light as possible. But it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But my daughter, because she's been doing gymnastics so long, is pretty strong upper body. So she tries to like muscle her way through things, which is just causing all kinds of trouble. Like instead of like relying on footwork and technique, she tries to,
brute strength it.
Just brute strength it, which is not a technique.
Man, they're just chilling, aren't they? I'm like looking at this profile and like, I mean, technically we're right at the point of control. We're at the overnight point of control. We're at Wednesday's point of control. I mean, this is just sitting here doing a whole lot of nothing. I can't help but continue to see this massive tail. And again, they don't have to come get it today. You know, we had another example like this one here where they didn't come get it right away. Still haven't got it, but you know, chances are usually high, especially when we're quasi pointed down. But haven't lost on the daily, lost on the 4-hour, 1 hour rotation both ways. We've certainly got a little bit of each. We'll see. Right, I hear you too. At least you got it though. I didn't know anybody got it. Oh, another funded today. Congratulations, you passed. Oh, that's awesome. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Big shout out, Rhonda. Oh, you did that on your own. You don't got to thank me. You're doing a great job. Congratulations.
That's fantastic. Woo!
Yeah, that's great. Awesome job, Rhonda. You are doing amazing. That whole patience thing is working out for you. All right, how far through the course are you now? This is scoreboard worthy, by the way. Second round. Good. This is where it starts to get interesting. I look forward to hearing your feedback because the whole second module is learning about the process, and the third module is putting it all into practice. So this is the part that you're going to really need to pay attention to. I told you the first modules, if you got any experience, it's kind of a breeze, but the second module, I talk about TPO heavily. Yeah, you'll enjoy it. It's good. Let me know if you got any questions.
Yeah, the easiest way that I thought about when I was first learning TPO is, and just think of it as a 30-minute chart, and then it's like Tetris. It's like except for falling
That's true.
vertically down, it falls horizontally to the left, and that's basically a TPO chart.
No, you're exactly right, Rob. It is Tetris, kind of. You're right. And just to show you guys what
If you're new to TPOs, it feels weird at first, but they're really simple. It's just grabbing a hold of that one concept.
Here it is right here. I just said, just so you guys can see what Rob was talking about. I broke it down into individual segments. Each letter is 30 minutes. So this is what he was saying, like Tetris. It's like each 30-minute candle or each 30-minute segment is its own animal, basically. So it's a nice way to organize the information in a tight little package. So. Well, I was hoping this was going to roll over, but it's certainly not. VIX is not giving us the vibe of that either. And obviously SPX is back above this. It's still holding this daily here, 45, just unbelievable pop off of that weekly at the lows, as you guys know. This was crazy considering it was tested. We were waiting for that sweep. Didn't get it on that or ES. This pop actually caught me by surprise. I'm not going to bullshit you guys. I really assumed that even a pop here that this would be major resistance. It didn't act as that way. And we keep flirting with this 25 level, which is our big midpoint pivot. They're not really gaining traction above this. This should be bearish below, as you saw from last night. And then we got below it. They kind of tapped it, and now we're just chilling. So it's unfortunate. The read on the day was not necessarily poor. It just, it is what it is some days. Fridays seem to always be a lovely day. I'm not too excited about our data issues today either. So a little bit disappointed in Rhythmic and everybody else who's having problems today. You guys saw that ordeal cost me a pretty penny. So not excited. Oh, very nice. There you go. Beautiful. Yeah, this is all about patience in here for sure. I am just shocked that this 1 hour played so healthy, honestly. So, with that being said, guys, it's noon and my wife is leaving, so I'm going to go say bye to her before she disappears to Chicago. And I will see you guys on Sunday for the weekend review. And Rob, I'll give you a shout later.
Okay, see ya.
All right, see you guys. Bye.